Hello everyone, welcome back to Delinquent Velociraptor Media. We're going to do another Pokemon TCG Online video for you guys today, but this one's going to be a little bit different. This time I'm joined by another member of the channel, Netstrider. How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing?
And we're going to go through a deck. He recently put some time and some money back into PTCGO, got himself a bunch of packs, and went crazy and opened a bunch of crap. So, and he somehow ended up with basically enough pieces for a Waterbox deck, which is sweet because Waterbox is really popular and really good right now. So we're gonna mess around with some stuff, but instead of going, a lot of people for Waterbox go like Lapras, Manaphy, or they go Quad Lapras, or they go what's the new one? Alolan Ninetales. We're gonna do something different. And we're going to focus on Primarina-GX. Primarina is really interesting because while it does have the downside of being a stage 2, so you have to put some work into evolving it, you get the bonus of having 250 HP, which almost nothing that's not hitting for weakness can knock out. So she's got a big butt. And we're gonna see if we can't make that work for us. And Bubble Beat is a very unusual but very interesting attack. Double colorless, 10 plus, so 20 more damage, excuse me, times the amount of water energy attached to all your Pokemon, not just Primarina. So sort of like Mewtwo's Shatter Shot, but it counts all your Pokemon. And Grand Echo GX, heal all damage from your Pokemon. That's sweet. Yeah,
it is.
That preserves that big butt of 250 HP. Like that a lot. Roaring Seas is not bad. 120 damage, discard an energy. That's sweet. 4 energy to hit. That's not my favorite thing in the world. So we'll probably focus more on Bubble Beat. But I'm glad you opened this one because I don't see a whole lot of people play around with Primarina, and this actually seems sweet.
Yeah, I like the Bubble Beat quite a bit. It reminds me of a deck I used to play a little bit using the Yveltal EX that has a very similar attack. You mentioned the Mewtwo. I played the Yveltal version.
The Evil Ball.
And,
The Evil Ball attack. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice, very hard hitting, especially late game. And
so we got a couple of Primarina. We're actually going to run one regular Primarina, the non-GX, and Disarming Voice. Confusion's a lot of fun. That 50% chance for them just to hit themselves is sweet, and Sparkling Aria to heal. That's also sweet. So an option if we don't have our don't have our GXs, we can mess around a little bit with the regular Primarina. That seems sweet. I like that idea. Let's look at let's look at our legendary bird friend, Articuno. So these Delta traits are super weird. Delta Plus is sweet though. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack of this Pokemon, take one more prize card. That's dumb. That is...
Yeah, especially if you knocks out a GX or EX card, so that's 3 prize.
So if we can spread some damage around, and then just Articuno for 2 knockouts, that's the game. So, Articuno, like, the Delta traits, like, for me are almost like a why not. Like, sure, it may not work, but that's got to be worth a shot.
Yeah, it makes for a little interesting, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, and when it does, it is really epic.
And I feel like that's got to be kind of tilting for your opponent. Just this lowly little bird's like, no, I'm going to take 3 prizes now. Deal with it.
Yeah, in matches I've played in other decks where I've run this Articuno, they've actually targeted the Articuno heavy to get it off the board.
Just out of sheer fear of Delta Plus. I like that. And hey, if nothing else, that lets us set up with something else. So that seems sweet too.
It certainly does.
All right, let's look at Glaceon. So Glaceon is here mostly for Crystal Ray. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Evolution Pokemon. So that, with there being a lot of like Stage 1 and Stage 2 GXs running around right now, particularly Decidueye, which is a Stage 2, this is just straight up no damage from Decidueye. Well, from attacks from Decidueye at least, maybe not the ability, but that still staves off a lot of stuff, and Glaceon's kind of a nice little wall to hide behind. So that seems good, because I mean, we're gonna getting as many water energy out as we can for Primarina is going to take a little bit of time, and so this seems like a good way to kind of stall for a little while. And what was the other? I think there's one more EX in the deck, maybe. There's two more. Oh wait, there's one more EX. Palkia's Aqua Turbo. Search your deck for 2 water energy and attach them to one of your bench Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So that's going to let us set up Bubble Beat real fast. Just constantly dig for energy out of that thing. I like that a lot. And the other thing you opened, which I think is going to be a nice addition, Lapras. Lapras GX. Ooh, and that's the rainbow. That's pretty.
Yeah, I got one of the full arts and one of the rainbows.
Those are pretty cards. So
yes,
collect for 1 energy. Just straight out draw 3 cards. As a Magic the Gathering player, just the ability to know, you know, nothing stopping you to just draw 3 cards on a whim seems fantastic.
Yeah, I often set this one up as when I draw it on the first turn, and we'll just sit and draw, and a lot of times I'll let it sacrifice, let the opponent knock it out, just so I can get the build up, because it'll last a long time at that 190 HP.
Oh yeah.
And by that point, I've got at least two other things already ready.
Right. And I mean, Ice Beam, 100 damage, and the opponent's active is now paralyzed. That is totally usable if we want to use that for the GX for the game.
Right, and it makes a nice pair for 1 turn, especially if I'm paired up against another GX or EX Pokemon that has a huge amount of HP. Ice Beam on 1 turn to paralyze them, then the next turn Blizzard Burn them, and I'm pretty much set, because a lot of people like to dump all their energy into 1 active Pokemon. So that leaves me in a situation where that downturn doesn't matter. Right.
And I mean, there's basically nothing that soaks 260 damage.
No.
So I think that is substantial. Even if you have to not attack the next turn, and if nothing else, we can always just switch Lapras out. It has the energy on it, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's take a look at your supporters and items for the deck. So,
okay.
We have 4 Dive Ball. Ah, yes, Crushing Hammer.
Yeah.
Love this card. Get rid of your opponent's Dive Ball to go find all your water. I mean, I like Dive Ball better than Ultra Ball, just because you're not pitching anything, and you're running nothing but water Pokemon. So...
Right. I figured that was the better option over the much more popular Ultra Ball, especially for this kind of a deck.
Yeah, there's no reason to run Ultra Ball if you can just go get stuff for free. Max Elixir, try and pull some energy out, set up whatever's on the bench. Hopefully lead to some bigger hits from Primarina. What else we got? We have, Rare Candy. This is a big one for this deck. We're only running 2 right now. That's because space is kind of tight. But the option is to go from Poplio straight to Primarina. Just skipping that middle is much faster. The problem you run into with Stage 2 GXs is, grass is the only thing that gets something like Forest of Giant Plants that lets them evolve immediately. So you really have to take your time, and setup can really slow you down. So Rare Candy to just skip one of those steps is a big deal for this deck if we're going with the Poplio option, Poplio to Primarina option. Let's see what else we got. Okay, Super Rod just to get back our Pokemon and get back some of those energy because we may lose some along the way and we want as many of them out there as possible.
Yeah, we're tight on energy as it is. I think I'm only running 12 in the deck.
Right. So getting those back as quickly as possible, always a good option. VS Seeker because VS Seeker. You really just kind of have to. Any supporter from your discard back to your hand is huge.
Yeah. I like that it allows me to run smaller numbers of the various supporters and be able to get them back as they become necessary.
Right. I mean, you've got 2 Lysander in the deck, but basically you've got 6 if necessary.
Right.
That's a big deal. Rough Seas, this card is stupid and annoys the crap out of me anytime I play against it. Just whenever you want to heal 30 damage from your water Pokemon. Just making Primarina last way longer than your opponent's probably going to be happy she is. Let's see. And then just your usual... okay, Fisherman. Again, trying to get that energy back. We may have to bust our Super Rod at some point to put Pokemon back in the deck. We still need to be able to get that energy back. So we've got that 1 of Fisherman. Or 5 of Fisherman, as it may be.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, you know... everything is whatever number plus 4. I know Lily's a bit contentious with some people when you can run things like In and Sycamore, but the ability to draw back up to 8 on your first turn is... I mean, if you can empty your hand on your first turn and then all of a sudden magically 8 more cards, that's fantastic.
Yeah, especially with the other card draw in the deck... looking at things like we are running 2 copies of In, and we are running 3 copies of Sycamore. The potential to draw out a huge number of cards in the first turn with this combination is really amazing.
Well, and I like Lily because sometimes you don't want In. Your opponent may have nothing. You don't want to all of a sudden give them something by letting them redraw. And, sometimes you don't want to pitch. If you've got 2 cards left in your hand, but you want both of them, you don't want to have to pitch those to Sycamore. Sometimes the Lily is just going to give you a couple of extra cards and not lose you anything and also not gain your opponent anything.
And, sometimes that 2 extra cards, if that's all you get, can be enough to make or break a game.
Absolutely. And so I think I like running sort of a split of the 3. I think that's a viable option, and particularly once... either for decks that don't run Shaman or that, we may be losing Shaman with rotation soon. Lily basically does the same thing, and it's not 2 free prizes for your opponent. So that's always a benefit, because Shaman's basically just a sitting duck that's going to get Lysandered and knocked out at some point.
Right.
Okay, let's see.
First, Lysander.
Yes. The all-important Lysander. The ability to just,
Man,
I don't like what you have in your active. Let me pick something else.
Well, and something I encountered earlier today playing some was I had, like, my Lapras, for instance, it was close to being knocked out. So I switched it out for something else. I think it was actually the Primarina. And then my opponent was like, no, VS Seeker, let's get my Lysander back, put that Lapras-GX back up here, and then knocked it out. And I was just like, what? And it was awful.
Yeah, no, that Lysander, super frustrating to play against, and it can just win you games out of the blue. Because I'm in trouble, hey, look, a Lysander, give me that Shaman, I win the game.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic card. If it rotates... that's going to really, really be disappointing.
Yeah. I don't know what we were going to run in place of it, because that's such a highly powerful utility card.
And I don't want to have to run, the new... I think it's the Midnight form of Lycanroc-GX that has, I want to say the ability is Bloodthirsty Eyes, which is literally just this. But I don't want to have to fit I don't want to have to fit a fighting Pokemon into every deck.
Yeah, right. That's the beauty of this supporter, is it literally just fits, however, wherever.
Yes, whenever you need it. I think that's all of our supporters.
Let's see. N. We already covered N. And Sycamore.
Yep.
Team Flare Grunt.
Okay, Team Flare Grunt.
Knock an energy off the opponent. Might slow him down a turn.
Well, and the thing I like, running Flare Grunt with Hammer, sometimes that means you knock off 2 energy, and sometimes that means if you lose the flip on the Hammer, you still get to knock off 1. So, if you're willing to use your supporter for the turn, Grunt is guaranteed, and will take things like DCEs off. If you need to slow somebody down, that can be a big deal. And running what is effectively 6 of them is very nice.
Well, yeah, and something I've noticed is this trend of only running, 10, 11, 12 energies in a deck. So knocking a couple energy out of your opponent's play, that can be huge. That can cripple someone.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and you have some decks that run 4 DCE and maybe 2 or 3 of another energy. And, you can just level them to the point of them not being able to do anything. Just taking it all away.
Yeah. Last thing, got a single copy of this XP share. The idea with this over other such Pokemon tools is I would attach this ideally to the Lapras GX and just use the Lapras to draw, and then in the event that I allow it to be knocked out, that single energy I put on it goes to something else I'm setting up.
Right. So you sit this back, you put this on Primarina, Lapras gets knocked out, Primarina gets that energy from Lapras.
And ideally, the Primarina then becomes active, fully energized.
Right. It's a nice little, yes, I lost my Pokemon, but I at least get something back out of it. So I like that a lot. Let's hop into a couple of games with this bad boy and see what you can make Primarina do. Oh,
all right.
A rolling Ninetales coin. Nice.
All right. Yep. So I call this deck GX Water Utility Company. Let's see what this does.
Very Monopoly of you. I like it.
Yes.
Good. That's good stuff. I like that. All right, let's hit that versus ladder. And the one thing I like about the versus ladder is you will face some just absolutely ridiculous things.
Oh yeah.
Just some super, super random stuff. And you're going to face top tier decks. You're going to face completely full art decks where they're running 4 full art Sycamore, 3 full art in, the whole 9 yards. And then you're going to face people playing just the most random stuff. And you see some really cool things there. I like the diversity of the versus ladder. It's you see a lot of ingenuity.
Right. Especially in the constructive formats. I actually spent a lot of my time playing the theme format, where things tend to be a lot more balanced-ish.
Yes.
So you don't have as often to where you're going to just get plowed through by someone who's playing these tier 1 world champion quality decks.
Right.
But it still can be really exciting.
Absolutely. All right, let's
load up a game, see what we can find.
All right, Psychic Colorless. All right, so I'm going to say either Mewtwo EX or this is going to be a Trashalanche Garbodor deck, which isn't just terrible for us. We don't play just a ton of item cards. It's not a complete disaster. Okay, now leading with Articuno, I really like that single energy Chilling Sigh. Opponent's active is now asleep is a fantastic way to stall out time.
Oh, absolutely. There have been plenty of games where I've used that to get set up and then end up just winning because that just keep their guy asleep.
Okay. After you dive ball, which I'm thinking, what do you think? Poplio maybe?
Well, I've got the Primarina-GX in my hand, and I have the rare candy in hand.
I think we go big.
Yeah.
I think we try.
You know, this is a good time to just really just set them up and hit them hard.
Now, I like what Netstrider's doing right here. Anytime you drop something like a dive ball or an ultra ball, take time to, you know, find the Pokemon you want, but before you hit OK, search through your deck, see if you can figure out what's prized, what you have to work with. It gives you a good opportunity to just kind of see, okay, I'm not gonna have access to these things, so how do I need to change my general strategy if all of a sudden, let's say both your Laprases are not in there. You're going to have to find some new ways to work around. Now, all right, I want you to blow up that big man on the bench back there, because I love this card.
My god.
It is not good, but my gosh, is it fun. I tried this for a minute with, like, Volcanion to try and put enough energy on Snorlax to make that, you know, be a thing. It's not, but I love that this person is trying.
Oh my god, that is wow.
He is a hefty boy. My goodness. Okay, so this is actually...
What is this?
This is going to be... Oh, okay, yeah. This is going to be an Espeon-GX, I think. Espeon... Okay. That comes with equipped with my least favorite GX attack ever, Divide. 10 damage counters wherever you want them. Oh my goodness, is that annoying.
Okay. Well, looks like the opponent got a nice heads up on me on this game.
Yeah, that's Shane into multiple EVs. Blow that Mew back up. I don't see that bad boy very often. Oh, okay. So basically this plays the same role Glaceon does.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
Gonna be interesting. Okay, so I think it's Primarina time.
Yes.
And that will get rid of the confusion, which will be nice. And
come on. Oh.
There we go. And there she is.
All right.
Got that energy. You could Sycamore, but yeah, I think you're right. I think we Flare Grunt here.
Yeah.
Try and slow that Espeon down as much as possible. And I think next turn drop that energy and see what we get off of Sycamore.
Yeah.
Ideally, I'd like to see a Rough Seas soon. Just kind of sit back behind Primarina and soak some damage up while we try and get something going. I love that he's playing Snorlax. I love that so much. Okay.
Okay, what is this Assault Vest?
Special energy.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we don't even have to worry about that because we are only running basic water energy.
Okay, do you think I should drop this XP share on my Articuno just because?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to pitch it to Sycamore anyway, so you may as well go ahead and use it. Go and put that there. And let's get ourselves a flat new 7 cards. Okay.
That's pretty solid.
And the Max Elixir. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I would definitely go ahead and hammer. Try and keep him... The longer we can keep him away from, was it Psychic and Divide GX, the better, I think.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I lost the flip on that, so I'm gonna... Let's drop a Max Elixir, see about... Okay.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So should I lose Primarina, that energy I'll get back from it will fully power my Articuno, so that's...
Yes.
That is fine.
You want to risk the flip here. I see no reason not to.
I don't see why I shouldn't risk it, because it's going to hit for a lot of damage if I do.
Right. I mean, that's a solid...
if I do manage to win it.
Right. I mean, this hit of 90 and equipping another energy, fantastic. Another energy next turn, and that's just a flat knockout of Espeon.
Yeah.
And particularly this early in the game, you know, we have another benched Pokemon. He's not super close to just knocking out Primarina, so I think risking that 30 is definitely not a bad idea. Okay, Fighting Fury Belt on the... Oh, and an energy on the Mew. Okay. He is going to take that bad boy for a test drive. That's interesting. Oh man, fighting Fury Belt like Snorlax would just be. Ugh. Or that like. How much HP does Snorlax have?
What?
How much HP does Snorlax have? What's
190.
So fighting Fury Belt to take that to just, you know, an insignificant 230. Boy.
Yeah. Absolutely awful to face.
Okay. So,
all right, so let's drop this water energy on Primarina.
Yeah. What do you think about Sycamore here? I don't love pitching those four. I mean, Brionne's really not going to do anything anytime soon. And there's nothing to get back with Super Rod. But Lily's not going to get you very many cards.
No, and I really need to... Okay, I have to play. So let's go do that.
If you want
let's drop one of those just to see what happens.
And if you want a Lily now, that's still a Lily for free. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, let's do that and hold the Sycamore for next turn.
Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting. I mean, I'd go ahead and swing for the fences. See if we can't catch this Espeon. And, okay. That's still okay. That's still 230 HP, or 130 HP left. That's plenty to work with. Particularly because he seems to be spreading his energy around. Oh, joy. And the DCE has arrived.
Oh, wow.
Alright. Well, on the plus side... Okay, yeah. Let's move one of those bad boys over to Articuno. I think we've sort of got no choice here but to Sycamore again, because we need to find something else.
Here, let's try this Crushing Hammer real quick.
Maybe get rid of the DCE.
It's really cool.
Okay.
It's a big boy
we didn't manage to.
It's a big
if you
boy
want to go ahead
toy,
and Super Rod Primarina and Poplio back in, that's not a bad idea.
Okay, yeah, that's...
If you're just going to end up pitching them anyway.
I can't open it. I'll open it for me.
And, yeah.
Alright. Just go ahead and Sycamore?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, let's see what happens.
Alright, come on.
7 new cards. Come on, let's see something cool.
New basic. That is a lot of not new basic. Okay, I think we kind of just have to hope we knock out Espeon here.
Yeah. Well, next turn I'll see about what I can do with that VS Seeker.
Alternately, I mean, I think Tri-Edge is the better option.
Oh, yeah.
Do we want to consider...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do we want to consider Chilling Sigh?
Chilling Sigh would definitely put him asleep.
Okay, what's he at? He has
however...
He has 110 HP left?
Yeah.
You'd have to
I think I'm going to risk that Tri-Edge and...
It's power destroyed. The power destroyed, Daddy. So really cool.
Okay.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Yeah,
not ideal, but...
And if nothing else, Tri-Edge, and we zero flip all of them, still knocks him out.
Yeah.
Pull up Espeon real quick.
Oh.
So he does take
what
the
did I...
with Psychic.
This is the big boy toy,
okay.
Daddy.
That one was a bit unfortunate because I mean, we didn't really hit. We only saw 2 basics the entire game. That is going to cause you some problems. But hey, you are now closer to one of your challenges for the day. That's not nothing.
No.
And
a little disappointing to lose it, but he did get a really fast setup on me, so...
He very much did, and no matter how much energy we removed, he had more energy to back it up, so, you know, that's going to happen sometimes.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool.
Alright.
Really, really cool. That's really, really cool.
Alright.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
So now we have the opportunity to do something a little different. We can actually rare candy into non-GX Primarina, if we want to give that a shot. Maybe nest ball up a Lapras or something, get some card draw going.
Well, the dive ball gives me an opportunity to go get that GX Primarina.
That is an option, actually, if you would rather do that. That is definitely something we could do.
Never mind.
Ooh, I am very curious about this. Okay, this man has gone full on dragon.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm going to dive ball for a Lapras.
I'm excited now. Our opponent has brought something very interesting. So this is going to be sweet. And
then I'm going to finish my turn and leave Lily for next turn.
You could alternately Lily, and that would have gotten you 4 more cards, but we might be able to just empty the hand straight out and draw 6 more anyway.
Yeah.
I'll play back together.
Okay, so. Let's see what is he doing?
I am intrigued. Usually in decks like this, you see a lot of double dragon energy because they are splitting up between a lot of different colors of dragon effects.
He's watching.
Fighting energy is interesting. I'm intrigued.
I could do.
Okay, so you just want to go ahead and rare candy the Primarina?
Yes.
What's this?
Okay, and then
dive ball. I don't really know what you want against this deck. If you wanted, you could go get another Poplio, since you do have a full line in your hand.
That's what I was thinking. It gets me a solid backup.
And if nothing else, eventually you may hit the other. Okay, you do have your other Primarinas still in the deck, so that's sweet. We could end up with that eventually too. So yeah, I think Poplio is a good option.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've already got my Lapras down. Let's see. Just out of curiosity. Okay, well.
Okay, you have most of your energy. That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's not nothing.
Okay.
That weapon doesn't stay on the car.
Let's put down the Poplio. I'll evolve that next turn. Let's drop the Lily.
Let me show you. Just form it and come.
Max Elixir is not bad here.
Yeah, let's see what happens when I max Elixir. Okay, very nice.
Probably
Lapras.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even bother using the BSC.
Hold on to it, or?
Yeah, I'd hold on to it because you already have a Lily. You'd only be getting back another one. I wouldn't worry about that for now.
Yeah, no, that's not even worth it right now. Okay, so I need another energy Primarina, so let's pass that turn.
And see what interesting things lie within our opponent's dragon deck.
This should be very curious.
I'm kind of excited for this, actually. Like I said,
sweet.
Oh, that's unfortunate. you see some really interesting things on the ladder, and he has the lightning energy. Okay.
Paralyzed. Okay.
That is unfortunate. Oh, another Poplio. So we're gonna get to use both of your Briones. That's totally workable.
Go ahead and Lily.
I think you Lily for 3 more cards.
Wow.
That's fantastic. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Crushing Hammer. Try to get that energy.
Yeah, so he can't keep putting us back to sleep. I think that's definitely a good option. Okay, sweet.
Very good.
Unfortunately, paralyzed, so we're just gonna have to pass. But.
Yep. Well, and I don't have enough energy to attack either, so it just doesn't matter.
Right. But I think I don't think we're in a bad position.
Him
failing the ball flips definitely helped.
This is his I have his weapon. It could take the weapons apart. Could take them apart.
Don't play
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, you take them apart.
Play. Okay, I wonder what he's doing. Okay, there he goes.
Professor, so he is running a bunch of basic energy. Interesting.
I wonder if he's running the Delta Dragonite.
I think that's probably what it's going to be.
Oh wow.
Okay. The time has come. Yes.
There it is.
Here's the big man. Let's take a look at that bad boy. So another.
Okay, well,
Delta
at least we have to wait until he gets to 5 energy on it, so we really have to worry about it.
And he's
But
so
this
low
guy
on-
is going to hit. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's so low on hand size. I don't think we have to worry about Rapid Wind for a while. But if he takes prizes, he's going to take all the prizes.
Yeah, he is. Oh my god.
I really wish we were running a fairy deck right now, because his deck is super weak to that. Okay, I think we go ahead and make do some evolving. Yeah, I think you're thinking the same thing I am.
But I don't have... Okay, I'm going to have to...
Go ahead and Lily one more time.
Yeah, I have to try to get that energy.
And there are 8 of them left in the deck, 8 or 9 of them, so I think we still have... Okay, Palkia is not bad.
No, but without energy support, I am kind of floating.
At least he is running slowly as well. That is a positive. I really want to know what his deck does.
Yeah, I know. It looks really curious, doesn't it?
I don't see Gudra very often, so Goomy is very interesting. Honestly, that Goomy may just be there to sit behind for Bubble.
You know, and that's very possible. If this is his win con, which is a very substantial win con.
It is.
I mean, that thing's going to be hitting with that what is this? The choice band?
Yeah, 100
for 180 damage. Yeah. Oh my god.
And yet, I think that technically counts as a grass type attack, which we are weak to.
Yes.
Oh no. It's almost here, Brian.
That's a real...
It is. Okay.
I know.
This is a good big boy toy.
Okay.
We did hit the energy.
So there's that. There's that.
His wings.
Should I...
I think you almost have to Primarina.
That is
you almost have to Lysander.
That's his...
Okay, and try to get that... Try to get that Dragonite off the board before he can get it fully powered.
Bubble Beat is 70. If he can get another energy next turn, that'll be the knockout.
Okay.
And he can't knock you out. Well, actually, he can with weakness, but he's still 2 energy away from it. I think we can't waste time with him.
Okay. Should I... Well, I'm going to hold on to Versus Seeker.
Yeah,
so let us...
You draw next turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so ideally we end up with another energy next turn and knock him out. Because if he sits...
And I have a couple options to get that, so...
If he does start getting the heavy impact, we are not in great shape. Okay, alright, so he has no energy in hand. That is fantastic for us. I think you have to VS Seeker for Lily here.
Yes.
It's only going to be 3 cards, but that's all it's been so far, and we've still been, to some extent, finding what we're looking for, so I think that's okay.
Very nice.
Oh,
very nice.
okay.
That's... Alright, let's also drop one of these. Nice.
Okay. I want to say Palkia.
Yeah,
Just
make
so
it as a good backup.
Yeah, we can start Aqua Turboing with the one we have in our hand, and I think it's time for Dragonite to go away.
I like Dragonite. Alright, let's take a prize.
Super cool to see you, but we would like you to leave.
Alright. I am not going to be using that in anytime soon.
No. And if he doesn't bench another Pokemon,
I win.
Sure, yeah, this is game. So I would just go ahead and drop the energy and Bubble Beat.
Just finish it.
We're just done here.
Just done.
Okay.
GG, bro.
Here's what I want you to do. When it pulls this, when it pulls this event menu up, there's a button to see your opponent's deck.
Okay.
I want to know what this man is doing.
Hopefully he has it public so we can see what he's running.
Because there's every good possibility I'm going to want to do this later. Alright. And... okay.
Ah, there we go. Sweet.
Okay. So, he is actually running the full Gudra line.
Okay, so we got Dratini, Dragonair, a Dragonite,
Okay.
Gumi, Sligo, Gudra.
Which is not a bad card.
Huh. No.
Beat Slider is actually a very solid attack, and for 3 energy, that's not bad at all.
No.
Yang Mo-O. Okay, so
Okay.
he's playing Komo-O. He is...
So he literally just went all the way in on just running a bunch of different dragons.
Yes. And I like that.
Oh.
Oh, hello, friend. Okay. So he is...
That's,
he's Water, Fairy, Lightning, Grass, and Fighting.
man, that is really spreading him thin.
That is bold. Alright. Close Como out. Let's look at the full list. Alright, that's... Go to Pokemon. So that is just a 2-1 one-line for Dragonite, a 2-1-1 for Gudra, and a 1... I'm guessing a 1-2-1...
Oh, no, it's 3...
3-1-2, okay.
3-1-2 on that, yeah.
Go to his energy. Because this is... Oh, mercy. Okay.
Wow. You're talking about spread thin, huh?
Scroll down to the right. Does he actually have... Okay, he doesn't run the water or the fairy. So Gudra is just off of Rainbow Energy and Double Dragon.
Oh my god.
Go to trainers.
Ultra Balls,
Energy Recycler.
Energy Recycler.
Energy Retrieval, Max Elixir. You know, I'll give him credit. He's given himself out to find the energy.
He certainly has. He's got a lot of ways to get there.
This is a thing.
Here, I'm gonna export this so I can send you this list later.
Yes, that is a thing I want to see. My goodness.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is... This guy's, I mean...
He's gone deep.
Yeah, no kidding.
I admire his chutzpah. Man.
Man.
JL Mark, if you see this, I like it, man. That is a bold deck choice. And I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to be so late. This man has put some effort into this bad boy.
Yeah.
He ooh. Okay. Let's get another game.
All right.
Hope to see something as cool as we just saw.
That was certainly a unique deck to play against.
It definitely was.
Oh, I love that coin.
Oh, the Pikachu
love that coin.
From the team Aqua Pikachu. Big fan of Pirate Pikachu. Pirate Chew. All right, let's see what's
Oh no. Okay.
Well, that's not great. This is the first time we've mulliganed.
Yeah, it is.
Which is not nothing. All right, let's see what Simplasia's got with those 20-year anniversary Pikachu sleeves. All right, what do we got?
Okay.
Okay, Glaceon is totally acceptable thing to start behind.
Yes. All right, let's see what we're up against here. What is... Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Inkay.
I like it.
This should be special.
I'm excited. I'm a big fan of Malamar. In the video game and in the card game. I'm not a big fan of Malamar.
If this is the...
Ooh. Sweet.
There's my... All right. Well, I like the Malamar that this... If it's the Malamar that comes from the same set as this Inkay, it is a very curious trainer retrieval card.
Okay. I'm just hoping it, and I mean, because they're playing Inkay, it's not Malamar EX, which I'm totally fine with because that card is super frustrating.
All right, we're going to hold on to that end for a little bit, get some of this other stuff out of our hand.
And we'll see what else she's got behind that Inkay.
Yeah, this should be curious.
What does Inkay's attack do?
Okay, there's an Evo Soda. She's searching for the Malamar, okay. I would assume. Defending Pokemon, yeah, that doesn't matter because she just got the Malamar that I thought she'd get.
Okay, Entangling Cup.
Trash Tentacle. This right here. Trash Tentacle.
Put a card from your discard pile. Wow, okay.
Yeah, I use this in my Yveltal deck,
okay.
and it's something. Oh my god, Entangling Controls. This is going to be a crappy game for me.
Okay, I think we need to try and get... I think you need to put the energy on Palkia, and as much as I don't want to give her 6 new cards, I don't think Lily's going to get you anywhere.
I could Lysander the Poniard up, though.
That is an option, if you want to give it a turn and see what happens.
Let's give it a turn, see what happens.
Poniard is certainly less threatening than Malamar is, so...
Certainly.
Else, if we hit another energy and break through confusion, we can start spreading some water energy around with Palkia. So that seems like a good option.
Yeah.
What does Charge Order do? Ooh, okay, just straight up retreated. All right, fair enough. Okay, this is the dual.
Okay, so we have
dual type Bisharp.
Huh. Oh, well, she just end for us.
Thank you?
Yeah, you. I know.
Oh.
I'm not mad about this.
This all seems fine. Oh, and, okay, Alolan Meowth. I'm actively intrigued now.
Man, we are seeing some curious stuff today, aren't we?
This is going to be another look at our opponent's deck list when we're done match.
I know. Okay, I am tempted to... You know what? I'm gonna drop an energy there on the hopes that maybe he will, or she rather, will Entangling Control and swap out stuff again.
Okay.
And then I could drop that other water energy on the Lapras if she chooses to Entangling Control that.
Do you want to drop the XP share somewhere? I almost don't think
that's tough.
Putting on Glaceon's not terrible, because if we start getting to Crystal Ray, everything they're playing is an evolution. Let's see. Okay, you've got one Primarina.
I'm actually tempted to grab this Articuno.
Sure. I mean, Tri-Edge can
just
knock
for the
some
sleep
stuff out.
ability.
Yeah. When Tri-Edge...
Yeah, well, that and then...
Low enough HP, we can just take some kills with Tri-Edge.
Yeah. And it could be a good stall against this Malamar.
And actually, I think with that, that's where you put the XP share.
Yeah. Let's... one of those.
Do you want to Sycamore?
Do I go ahead and Sycamore?
I don't think it's a bad option.
Okay.
Particularly if we.
I mean, I'm only losing one.
Yeah, I mean, we're only losing one. We've still probably got our Super Rod left. Okay. So we've got some stuff to work with. Fill the bench up a little bit more. I say you save the die.
Well, I'm actually going to hold off on filling up my bench.
Okay.
Just because of this Entangling Control, I want to limit the options that she has for what she can put as my actives.
That is totally fair. Then I think we're done for the turn.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm almost expecting maybe what is his name? The really popular Dark EX, not Yveltal. Maybe there's a Darkrai in here somewhere.
Is it the Darkrai EX? That one goes around quite a bit.
Okay, what does a Alolan Persian do?
All right.
Okay.
Taunt.
Okay.
And then Claw Rend.
Okay.
Curious.
Very. And Zoroark. Okay. Zoroark,
Oh, God.
Which is going to be the Mind Jack Zoroark. Okay. Bench.
Yeah, and that's another reason to not fill up my bench.
Yeah. Because Mind Jack is what? Damage times the number of your opponent's bench Pokemon?
Really? Another... Okay, she got an in. She didn't play it yet. Okay.
Go ahead and Rough Seize.
Oh, yes.
At least get that damage off the Glaceon.
Let's, I guess drop that there and...
Flare Grunt? Do you want a Flare Grunt?
That could yeah, it looks like she's limited on energy, so yes.
Maybe slow her down a little bit. And
yeah.
I think you're right. I think keeping the bench clear versus Zoroark's a good idea, so...
Yeah, because if it's the Zoroark that deals extra damage based on the number of benched Pokemon your opponent has, that'll wreck me real quick. Real quick.
Yes. I think you just second bite and pass. Nope.
Well, that's okay, because I can heal that.
That's a Rough Seize hit, so you're good.
Yeah, and she has no energies currently, so...
Okay, so that is the Rush-In Mind Jack Zoroark.
Yes.
Super pretty art there.
Oh yeah, I love the art.
Fantastic.
And it is awful to play against, but it's amazing to play with.
Absolutely awful to play against. Okay, so will you go back and look at Mind Jack?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 10 more...
10 damage more plus another 30 for each benched Pokemon.
So that's 100 right now.
I mean, so that's... Yeah, I know, just straight up. But at least it's not 160 that it would be.
Okay, so we had an opportunity here to try and Crystal Ray, and just make sure he doesn't hit us anymore with his evolution Pokemon, which is literally everything he has that is of any use to him.
Yeah.
I'd love to not be confused anymore, but I think just sitting behind Crystal Ray is definitely a good option.
Yeah. Let's go. Just. I see no reason to try to do anything, not do anything else here.
Yeah, there's no reason to break the Flare Grunt. He's got no energy. The only thing I could say is you could VS Seeker the Lysander and go ahead and bring Zoroark up.
Attempt to knock it. Just go ahead and get it off the field.
The only problem you run into there is if you do Lysander him up, you hit yourself in confusion, and then he drops a DCE and Mind Jacks.
And I lose my Glaceon.
Alright, then let's just stick with Glaceon, and let's just stick with Malamar. Give us that.
Yeah, that...
Daggum. Okay.
At least I'm relatively safe at the moment like this.
Yes. She is super low on energy, and is in several times and not really seem to found any. So...
No.
We are safe there. I do like that.
Low in Persian.
I'm super.
I'm kind of tempted to do a switch for the Palkia this next turn.
Down here.
Daddy's working.
And then just try to start. And that only removes 2 of the energy off of Glaceon.
Yeah, and I can drop another. Go ahead and drop another one on there. And I've got options here. So let's just.
Actually, yeah, I think you're right. Let's go ahead and retreat. Let's let Palkia go do some digging for us. And,
let's heal that damage from my Glaceon.
And honestly, if you just want to go ahead and maybe drop the one in your hand on Lapras.
Yeah, just go ahead and have it there waiting for me.
And then let's just start Aqua Turboing. And
search your deck for attachment. Okay, so this is going to be a problem because that's the last of my energy.
Oh, mercy. Okay, so where do we want to put those?
His head.
I'm tempted to say Glaceon just because basically protection
It's
from his deck.
driving him. It's driving.
Yeah. And it gives me somewhere safe to hide, if you will.
Yes. And if we do get to start taking prizes, we know we're going to be finding more energy. So that is always an option.
I maybe should have thought about putting those on the Palkia.
Oh, just to constantly.
So I could have gotten that. Yeah.
That is an option.
Well, it was.
Well, yes, fair. Alternately, we can just retreat out of Palkia and start hitting with Glaceon. Because Crystal Ray not only knocks out Malamar.
Let's try this Crushing Hammer to get that energy. Yeah, okay, well that's fine.
Go ahead and, I guess, Rough Seas away that damage.
Yep, might as well. Is there anything useful I could grab with... No?
Okay, okay. There is to some extent. So, we know we can't Aqua Turbo, so the energy on Palkia is really not going to get us anywhere. You can retreat Palkia into Glaceon and then Lysander up the Zoroark and just start sitting there. Hitting for 70 a turn and not letting him hit you at all.
That is actually that's a great idea.
I hate to pitch, 2 more energy, but Aqua Turbo's not going to get us anywhere. And since...
especially since it looks like half my energy's in my, prize pool.
Right. And I think you were right. I think dropping... Well, I mean, we couldn't have dropped the energy on Palkia because you can't... It has to go on a benched, but... I don't know. I think putting them on Glaceon's a decent option. I think we just go ahead and get the Zoroark up and just try and...
Just go ahead and...
Yeah. Completely keep him off of doing anything. Him or her, whichever the case may be.
Yeah.
The only thing that gets him out of this now is switching or... I think it's, Ace Trainer that removes all damage? Or removes all effects of damage or whatever? Yeah, I mean, we just rinse and repeat.
Yeah, it looks like I'm, for the time being at least. See water energy. Hey, look at that!
Oh! Ta-da!
Yay!
How many water energy are in your discard right now?
Like 5?
5. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the one in your hand. Okay, so 2 of your 5 prizes are water energy.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, rescue stretcher.
Curious.
At some point, we may want to go try and dig for either a fisherman or a super rod, and try and get.
I was actually thinking about that.
There is that. Okay. Okay, well, that helps.
Yep.
It's up to you what you want to do here. We're gonna kind of be stuck behind. Okay, what's in your discard, trainer-wise?
See, I was thinking about via seekering up that Sycamore and just getting myself a whole new hand. See about getting that.
The rest of what you got
fisherman.
really not getting you anywhere, so I don't think that's a bad option.
Yeah, like most of these are just dead cards because I'm not going to dive ball things onto my bench knowing that they're playing the Zoroark.
Right. This
Primarina is worthless basically right now.
Yeah, I think you attach to Palkia and then Sycamore and hope we can find maybe a super rod.
Yeah. So let's do that and do that.
Entangling control is very frustrating.
Yes, sir. It most certainly is.
Okay. Max Elixir's kind of dead, unfortunately.
It is, but let's just. Okay, I knew it wouldn't get me anything, but it gets it out of my hand.
Yes. Flare Grunt's not bad, but we may just have to kind of hang out for a while. How many cards do you have left in your deck?
19.
And she has 27. Okay. So we need to find something in the relatively near future so she doesn't just stall us into decking ourselves.
Yeah.
Which is a very, very real, very unfortunate possibility.
At this point in the game, yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that
is the thing.
That's my turn right now.
Yep.
Hey, buddy.
It's red. Pepper. This is a big boy toy, Daddy.
No, buddy. Shh. Daddy's doing something.
It's a big boy toy. I like to play.
Hey, go play.
I like this.
Here, go play. Don't.
No car.
I wonder if she's going to play anytime soon.
That is always another win con for us.
The car.
And then this is, you know, this is a place where maybe more energy is a good option. Or we just get super lucky and she entangling controls us back into Glaceon.
You know, and that would be cool if she went that route, but I don't think she would at this point.
I find it unlikely that we're going to get to that point. I'm really curious how she deals damage outside of Mind Jack.
I haven't really seen. Okay, well that's actually not a bad option either.
That's fantastic. And we hit the super rod. Okay. So
nice.
I think it's time to put some energy back in our deck.
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and just grab all options there.
Yes.
Oh.
Do you want to?
Okay.
Since she doesn't have a Zora or a Zorark out, do you want to put the Poplio out so we can have another Primarina and clear up some space in our hand?
Yeah, yeah, but see, with her constantly, every time she gets an energy doing this entanglement control, I still want to limit the option of putting out something I don't have energy on.
Okay, that's fair. That is totally fair. Do you want a Flare Grunt or try?
Yes, I want a Flare Grunt and get that energy off, just because it gives me another option.
And then go ahead and try and collect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to get one of those energies. Sweet.
I do like where your head's at on still not benching stuff, because entangling control just constantly shuffling us around. I would love to see an in right now.
I would love to as well.
Because a handful of Brion is not going to get us anywhere.
I'm taking you.
No, it will not.
So for those of you guys who aren't super familiar with the TCG yet, this is something you're going to run into sometimes, where you're going to have a handful of nothing and an opponent who also has a handful of nothing, and you're both just going to sit there for a little while.
Yeah.
As you know, we're playing 7 or 8 draw supporters. We're playing Lapras for draw. You know, sometimes between your prizes and things like that, you don't always end up where you want to with your deck. Okay, Timer Ball, when you have nothing on your bench to evolve, is very interesting.
She might be getting it out of the hand and trying to thin the deck.
Oh, mercy. Okay. So there may be another Zora in her hand, which we may have to deal with shortly.
Go!
No!
Do a video?
Yeah. The Dragon Dagger got charged it, and I'm like playing for the Dragon Dagger.
Okay. Man.
Oh, mercy. Okay, so...
Do I mean...
do you
do I risk... I mean... That'll put me down to 9. I mean, that's getting me dangerously close to...
Why
not?
I think you kind of have to, yeah.
I mean, none of that stuff is going to really help me at this late point in the game.
No.
Okay, well, there's a BS Seeker. The ends are kind of late.
Do you want to...
What I need to do
is retreat.
Yeah.
And try and knock out that Malamar.
Yeah.
And then once we do that, I think that prevents from like once we Crystal Ray, I believe. Well, entangling control. Will you let me see Crystal Ray real quick? Oh, okay, guys. Oh, there we go. And okay, I'm not sure Crystal Ray will actually prevent entangling control, but at the very least, it'll take us another knockout.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we go ahead and
just grab a prize.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another
prize.
energy. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I seem to have frozen because I am still stuck on you with the Malamar pulled up.
Oh.
Okay. Excellent. So sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties are a thing that happens with computers. Okay. Okay, so we're actually back in Lapras. Interesting.
Yep. Looks like she's going to try to stall me.
With the continued
at this
entanglement
point
controls. I think next turn, or maybe this turn if you want to, maybe in some cards back into your hand.
Yeah, that I'm going to have to. Give me another turn or two.
To not have to worry about decking out.
Okay, here's a thing that I can do next turn that might help.
Fantastic. We are definitely in a tight spot here, but I think we do still have some options.
Let's see.
If nothing else, we can always... I think we still have our fisherman out there somewhere. We can always fisherman back the energies and in them back into the deck. I think you pass. I don't think you can collect.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to just kind of hang out.
Yeah, because it's going to get me too many cards if it does go off.
Yeah. I don't think we want to... So, you know, in general, collect is a great option, but if you're getting real close to decking yourself, which we only have 8 cards left, you do run that risk of, you know, drawing yourself into a position you can't come back from. And, you know, you've taken 2 prizes. We only have to take 4 more, but we need to be able to last to that point.
Yeah, and this entangle is wrecking me currently.
It absolutely is.
I could have won this game a long time ago if it wasn't for her having 2 of them effectively that she's messing with me with.
Right.
Oh. This is a tight one.
It is. It absolutely is. And, you know, these are the games, unfortunately, you do run into sometimes.
It looks like she's going for another Malamar, too, with all that Inkay on the board.
Alright, well, we're not completely out of it yet. And I think we've gotten to see some interesting things out of the deck. You know, the versatility of Glaceon and Palkia. And just the ability to kind of sometimes sit behind Primarina and just take hits for days.
Yeah. Definitely has room for improvement. But at the same time, I also got some rough...
Some rough matchups and some rough draws. This is interesting putting you back into Glaceon.
I know. I don't know why she's not putting me into, like, the Articuno that has no energy.
That is very unusual. I'd go ahead and drop the hammer. And
drop that hammer, see what I get. Sweet.
And I think we just keep going with Crystal Ray and hope we get there.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Okay.
Okay.
And she must be really tight on energies.
Yeah. Go ahead and rough these up, and we will take another swing at Crystal Ray.
I mean, there's nothing really here I can grab that those VS Seekers is gonna help me, right?
I mean, at some point, if you take another prize too, I can see VS Seekering back one of the ends to try and keep
just put another card back in my deck.
Yeah, just put, if we can get down to 2 or 3 prizes left, trying to keep us, with a very small hand so we don't deck out is always an option. Unfortunately, confusion, it can be very, very frustrating.
All right, well, Crystal Ray, here we come again. Yes, finally. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot it has 90 HP.
Yes, no, it's definitely a 2-hit, but this does give us another opportunity to, kind of slow the pace of the game down and hang out, hopefully behind Glaceon for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's obvious at this point that her strategy is to stall me into decking.
Yes. And big shout out to Rough Seas for never letting our opponent take a prize card.
Yes.
That has been huge so far. I'm always curious when she keeps pitching stuff with a full bench. I mean, I know... Okay, so she's just preparing to lose one Malamar and to build another one.
Yeah. Well, and she may be trying to find one of her very small amount of energies.
That's true. Try and figure out how many she has. She only has, 14 cards left in her deck? How many energies are in her discard?
4.
That's it. Wow.
And that's 5 right there, so there's no telling. Like, she might have a few more in her prize pool, but...
And none in her hand. This, I think, is not a bad opportunity to VS Seeker back an N.
Yeah.
And guys, I know this may look a little weird, drawing less cards than you already have, but we're going to constantly have to stay on the edge of, only having 4 cards left in the deck. And, the longer we can keep cards... Oh, and another energy. Sweet. Do you want to put that on Lapras? And if we can pull another one, that gives us access to both of Lapras's attacks.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And back to the Crystal Ray again.
Okay.
Okay, sweet. So
very nice. Let's see what kind of prize I get.
This makes our
that's
better for staying alive.
Yeah.
Now, she has yet another Malamar with that dark energy. Yeah, granted, I'm assuming her energy count is low because I don't think any of the attacks on any of her Pokemon cost more than 2.
Yeah, and these Persians with these taunt, it costs nothing to use.
Just that constant switching around for free.
And I believe the Zoroark's no longer in the discard, but I don't think it requires. It only requires 2 for its big attack too. So
yeah, Mind Jack is 2, Bisharp is 2. So I mean, she's probably on. I'm gonna guess probably in the neighborhood of 8 dark.
And that's okay when you're only needing like 1 energy for most of your attackers.
Right.
Okay. She opted to try for some damage instead of swapping on this one,
which I'm a huge fan of.
Yes.
So I switched back over to make sure we were still recording. We are good.
Okay. Do I, let's see, try for the hit and get another prize, and then 2 turns from now, maybe
in again? Yeah. Yeah, I think we keep going. It's repetitive and probably not the most interesting thing to watch, but this is how a lot of games go. And she's getting down to the point with only 12 cards left in her deck where she's going to have to start making some moves at some point soon, too.
And this very well may turn into a game who can stall longest.
Yes.
Okay, well, there's a VS Seeker, so it'll let me do a thing. So let's...
Okay,
I mean...
You already have the N in your hand. Do you want to VS Seeker the Team Flare Grunt?
That's going to be my last VS Seeker.
Okay. And probably your last N, I think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's only 2 in the deck. So I need to hold on to it.
Let's hold on to it. You do only have 4 cards left in the deck. Next turn, we're probably going to have to N again.
Yeah.
So I think it's just time for good old-fashioned Crystal Ray. Okay.
Nice.
And I wish at some point Confusion would wear off for some way other than switching.
I know. This makes things really tight. Okay. So yeah, she's definitely going for the stall strategy at this point, real hard.
That is her wasting another energy.
Yes.
One thing we do need to be careful of is you only have 6 minutes left on your clock.
I know, so I need to stop talking as much and just play.
Yes, we need to no longer dilly-dally around, as our grandparents would say.
Yes. Dilly-dally. Okay, so...
3 cards left. Do you want to go ahead and end now?
Yeah.
Put 6 back, draw 3.
Okay.
All right. And we know there's at least 1 VS Seeker left in the deck, so that gives us...
She gave up to me.
Okay.
I guess she realized she wasn't going to win the stall game.
Fantastic.
Or got tired of playing 1.
You know, sometimes this is where your wins come from.
Yeah.
All right. I think we need to take a close look at this deck too.
Yes. Let's hope this one is public as well. It is.
Mono, not let your opponent do anything.
All right. So we have Zorua,
who is adorable.
Yes.
I just want to put that out there.
I mean, here's a attack for confusion.
And the discard's not terrible. Mind Jack, which I think is probably her main damage source.
Yeah, this is probably her main way of trying to win. Let's see, just out of curiosity. So she's got 2 of those. So that is probably one of her main ways to actually win.
Particularly if she's facing, if you see a lot of Mega Rayquaza with the Emerald Break Skyfield deck, or you see a lot of the Circle Circuit Raichu using Skyfield, abusing your opponent having an above-average number of Pokemon on the bench is not a bad option.
No, it's not. All right, let's see. Then we have the Poniard. A little bit of damage there to the Bisharp.
Okay, Retaliate. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an opponent's attacks during his or her last turn, this attack does. Okay, so that's 90 for 1 energy is not bad at all.
No, it's not.
And Mach Claw just isn't affected by resistance. I mean, 60 for 2 is not fantastic, but guaranteed 60 is not a terrible option either.
No, it's not. That looks pretty decent. And then we have the NK Malmar. It looks like with the number of copies she's running of this, that this is
it. Yeah.
And that was rough to deal with. And then we also have the Alola Meowth.
4/4 line of the Meowth in Persian as well. So all about that constant switching.
Yeah. So this is literally a stall deck.
Timer balls, rescue 4 rescue stretcher. I have not seen anybody run.
Wow. What is okay?
Stretcher. My goodness.
Wow.
Enemy,
Ultra Balls.
4 Timer Balls, 4 Evo Soda. Good night.
I mean, so this is literally just search for Wally's also.
And then just ends, and she's only running 6 energy.
Oh my god.
I see decks with low energy counts, and I see decks with high Pokemon counts. I don't usually see anything like this. You know what? I'll give her credit. Not for nothing. She is all in.
She certainly is. This is literally stall the opponent with with Malmar and Persian.
She is taking a stand, and she is about that life. Okay.
Wow.
You know, and this is what we were talking about before we started, where sometimes you see some weird stuff on the ladder, and sometimes that weird stuff gets there. I mean, we almost lost to decking out and timing out to this deck.
That is crazy.
She almost took us 2 different ways, and wow. I
mean, hey, from the game that we primarily play and are used to playing Magic the Gathering, that's a solid, legit strategy. I've just never seen anybody do it in Pokemon.
Yeah, not like this. I mean, and I've not. You don't see a whole lot of decks that are just. I mean, she's running what, 11 or 12 different Pokeballs.
Yeah, we have Timer Balls. We have 4 Timer Balls, 4 Ultra Balls,
and 4 Nest Balls.
4 that's 12 balls.
And I mean, effectively, 4 Evo Soda, 4 Wally.
I mean, it's literally all about getting those evolutions down.
It's 20 Pokeballs. It's a deck with 20 Pokeballs. This is.
You know, I wonder if maybe she built this for a Dark type challenge.
Okay, sure.
To get the evolutions down.
She's getting there.
Yeah, I mean, because she did do a crazy amount of evolutions during this game. Absolutely. So maybe the point of this deck was just to get those evolutions for a challenge.
And I mean, honestly, as unusual as this deck seems, it seems well constructed. I don't love only 6 energy, but she doesn't have room for more than 6 energy. So,
and even if her strategy, you know, even if this was built to be a stall deck, I mean, it works frustratingly well.
I maybe look at, you know, going down to 2 Bisharp and maybe 3 Alolan Persian, you know, make a little more room for energy, but I like the build. I see where she was going. I know we spent a long time on this, but this deck is super interesting to me.
Yeah.
All
right.
Well, I mean, we won. That's what matters. And we got to see something really cool. And now you have your own set of Goodra and Gumi. I believe that is
yay! Maybe I'll go build a all dragons deck now, like the other guy.
And this Goodra is interesting. I think it was what is it? Where is it? Yeah, each player can't attach any Pokemon tool cards.
Oh wow!
And I mean,
that could be rough.
4 energy for 130 is not fantastic, particularly if you have to discard the top card of your deck. But 130 for 2 double dragon energy is not bad. And sort of that lock from Slip Trip, that's very curious. And there are a lot of, if you look at the different spots to hit on the ladder, there are a bunch of different dragon things, because it ends with that Giratina.
Yeah, I'm going to try to play enough to get that Giratina. That'd be really sweet to add to my collection.
I'm hoping, because the ladder resets in a couple of hours, so if you guys play on the ladder lasts for, I think it's 28 days. I think it's 4 solid weeks. There are 3 tiers to the ladder, and basically every game you win is a guaranteed 10 points, which are what's next to the lightning symbol there. Some games, if you win a game against something that has advantage against you, you'll get 15 points. And every step you hit on that ladder gets you more stuff to your collection, so you can, you know, if you have 0 in your collection right now, and you just have the theme decks it starts you with, you can play those theme decks, you know, hit spots on the ladder, and get yourself into a collection. I mean, 50 points, which is, you know, five wins, get you 2 VS Seeker. That's ridiculous.
And something I would like to note on the precons that you start with, I believe the accounts still start with this deck, the Mental Might,
which I have played with and is not bad.
I have won a substantial amount of games with this. If it's still one of the default decks that's included with the game when you start a new account, this is a very solid precon deck to play with.
And if you go look at that mill tank,
there we go. Oh yes, Powerful Friends is sweet, especially if you get a fully evolved Gardevoir on your bench.
Yeah, 1 damage or one energy for 80 damage is very, very good, and 100 HP for a basic. You can sit, you know, in theme deck battles. You know, you're not going to see things that do 130 damage, 200 damage. You're not going to see EXs. You know, these are not things that may not look good for standard or expanded decks are totally viable for your theme decks because that's what all of your opponents are going to be playing.
Right. And like, for instance, this is what I'm currently playing when I play the theme decks, the Forest Shadows deck. And this guy right here, I would not normally play this guy.
Oh, Spinda.
But I can't tell you how many games I have played with this deck that I have come close to winning with Spinda alone.
Just constantly telling your opponent to just, you know, hang out. I'm not going to let you do anything.
Yeah.
Go show them the pincer.
Okay, this guy here, I actually won with Roof Fling earlier playing this. And the guy he only ever got one thing on the field. Got it evolved, and he was hammering me hard. I got this pincer out with a couple energy, Roof Flinged it back to his hand, and won immediately because he had no Pokemon on the field.
And more often than not, something that bounces Pokemon like that will not let you bounce them if they have only have their active. But Roofling is not that Pokemon. Pincer does as Pincer pleases.
No.
So, Roofling your opponent's Pokemon will win you the game if they only have that one Pokemon.
Yeah. Another thing I'd like to point out in this deck for people who are new and thinking about a deck to get, this is a good one to start with. This guy,
Shiinotic, yeah.
This has got me so many things. It helps me dig up so much stuff I need. It is crazy.
Yeah, Shiinotic's Illuminate ability to just go dig through for your grass Pokemon, definitely something to build around. People do play that in Standard. That does see some fringe play in the Decidueye-GX decks.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's got the support to dig up with these different balls here that you got to actually, and card drawing on top of that, to dig up the things that you need to get it down on the field, which is primarily what I do when I play it, is get the Shiinotic down and then dig for the stuff to get to my Decidueye, dig for the Pincer, and just go to town.
And then, you know, this is, if you're looking to start out on TCGO, these theme decks are not bad. Yes, most of them have 20 energy in them, so you may have one basic and never draw anything other than energy, but they're not badly built decks, and you do get some usable cards for them to start out your collection. I mean, I think this one has at least one Lily and one Professor Kukui.
Yeah, and those are both solid cards to have in your collection to play with.
And it also has one Ultra Ball. So I mean, you're getting staples here. So they're, you know, the game is giving you decent options to start with. And Brian, will you go to the shop?
Yes, sir. Just a moment.
Now, so as you win games and complete challenges, you'll build up coins, which you see with the little gold P up in the top. And this shop, while basically everything you're going to buy here will be locked to your account. You can't trade it. It does have full-size booster packs. And, you know, even of Sun and Moon, Guardian Rising, you do have Guardian Rising packs. All the way back to Roaring Skies. If you want to dump all your coins into going and looking for Shamans out of Roaring Skies packs, that is not something I would suggest, but is totally something you can do. And if you go over to the decks, if you get tired of the theme deck you have, every theme deck that is currently supported is not everyone is currently supported, but I mean, there's what, 12 different theme decks in this store right now? You have a ton of options.
And it looks like 21 different decks.
Good night. Okay, go down. I want to show them two in particular. Scroll down. The Volcanion, which actually... So Volcanion EX is a very popular card in Standard, and it plays, you know, two of what people refer to as Baby Volcanion, which is in this deck. So that saves you from having to trade for those. It doesn't get you the EXs, but it does get you something. It does get you a Foundation, because they definitely play at least a couple of those for the Power Heater attack. And if you go look at, I think it's actually near the Volcanion deck, the Greninja deck. Okay, here we go. Wave Slasher. So if you go look down at the Greninja line...
This one?
Yes. So this automatically, just buying 2 copies of this, because you can buy multiple copies of theme decks, this gets you 4 Froakie, 4 of the Water Duplicate Frogadier, which the very popular Standard Greninja deck does play. Now granted, it's probably going to rotate soon, but it's totally a viable expanded deck too. And it gets you, you know, buying 2 copies of these gets you all of your Greninjas, all of your Froakies, and all of, what is the middle evolution? Frogadier. So, I mean, at that point, the biggest thing you're missing is just the Greninja breaks and the Talonflames. And, you know, you've saved yourself from having to trade for some stuff just using the points you're getting from playing the game. Pokemon, more than any game I have ever played, is not afraid to give you stuff just for playing.
Right. And another interesting thing here to look at is this Precon has the Dragonite that I was getting wrecked by earlier.
Yes, heavy impact, Delta plus Dragonite, 3 prizes a turn. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, so that was something else to point out is the Storm Rider deck, which is still legal to in the shop, has that in it. So that's a good way for anybody who's interested in building a dragon-based deck to get a very solid Dragonite to build on.
And that really sweet golden black Rayquaza coin.
Well, yes, that too.
That is also not nothing. So, you know, guys, if you're starting out, and I think at some point we're probably going to sit down and do a video just over, you know, what you can sort of do starting from scratch on TCGO. This is not something where you have to spend a ton of money to have fun. You have plenty of options, and the game actively helps you improve your collection. And that is not something most games do. Sure, if you win tournaments, there are, you know, prizes and, you know, promo cards, but TCGO actively just gives you stuff. Plus these adorable sleeves you can buy, which are
yes,
and you know, that's not nothing either. And the sleeves constantly rotate. There are different ones every couple of months, I think. And there's just go to featured.
Yeah, this featured pack right here has I think it has a booster pack, a coin,
some super sweet sleeves,
Bunnelby, and I'm thinking about getting it just for these lightning Pokeball purple sleeves.
Those things are sweet. And honestly, I've played a little bit with that Bunnelby. If you are, you know, a Magic player and you're a big fan of mill decks, Bunnelby mill in Pokemon is a little different than it is in Magic, but it has Delta Barrage, so it attacks twice a turn. Milling 2 cards a turn actually does add up in Pokemon. So if you're into that kind of thing, and Rototiller putting stuff back into your deck, you know, Bunnelby may not look like much, but it's actually not a bad TCG card. All right, so guys, I think that's going to be it for us for this video. We appreciate you watching us kind of mess around on the ladder with Primarina. You got to see some really interesting decks from our opponents, and I think we had a good time. We learned some things, and we appreciate you joining us. You have anything you want to say to the nice people, Netstrider?
Yes. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, hit that like button below and maybe subscribe. We're going to try to do these videos regularly. We appreciate any feedback that you may give us, and thank you for watching.
And we aren't just a Pokemon channel. We are also a Magic the Gathering channel. We're going to have some Magic content up soon as well. So if you're just a TCG fan in general, definitely look us up. We will be bringing you guys some very interesting online content. You guys have a good day.